Greetings from Edu Aspirants, our YouTube channel for competitive exams. Let us learn physics. So today we will start current electricity, the final chapter, that is the second part. In this video we will study about Kirchhoff's law of electricity, Wheatstone bridge, meter bridge, potentiometer, the principle and the comparison of EMFs of primary cells. Kirchhoff's law. First law or current law, or we can call it as junction rule. The algebraic sum of electric currents at a junction in any electrical network is always 0. Here we can see that I1 and I4 current are entering and I2, I3 and I5 current are exiting. So I1 plus I4 will be equal to I2 plus I3 plus I5. So we can write it as I1 minus I2 minus I3 plus I4 minus I5 equal to 0. Sign conventions. The incoming currents towards the junctions are taken as positive. The outgoing currents away from the junction are taken negative. Note, the charges cannot accumulate at a junction. The number of charges that arrive at a junction is in a given time must leave in the same time in accordance with the conservation of charge. Second law or voltage law or loop rule. The algebraic sum of all the potential drops and EMF along any closed path in an electrical network is always 0. Here we can see the diagram. The two batteries are connected E1 and E2 and three resistors are here R1, R2 and R3. Now we can see the direction of current. I1 current is flowing like this and I2 current is flowing like this, and at the junction AC the current is I1 plus I2 and I2 current is flowing from C to D and I1 current is flowing from C to B to A. Now for loop ABCA, I1 into R1 plus I1 plus I2 into R2 will be equal to E1. For second loop, that is loop ACDA, we can write I1 plus I2 into R2 plus I2 into R3 is equals to E2. Sign conventions. The EMF is taken negative when we traverse from positive to negative terminal of the cell through the electrolyte. The EMF is taken positive when we traverse from negative to positive terminal of the cell through the electrolyte. The potential falls along the direction of current in a current path and it rises along the direction opposite to the current path. Wheatstone bridge. As we can see in the circuit diagram, there are four resistors P, Q, R and S, and the current direction is shown as it is mentioned in the diagram. Current through the arms are assumed by applying Kirchhoff's junction rule. Now applying Kirchhoff's loop rule for this loop ABD, I1 into P plus IG into G minus I minus I1 into R will be equal to 0. For second loop, loop BCDB, I1 minus IG into Q minus bracket I minus I1 plus IG into S minus IG into G is equals to 0. When IG is equals to 0, the bridge is said to be balanced. By manipulating the above equations, we get P upon Q is equals to R upon S. This is the principle of Wheatstone. Meter bridge. Meter bridge is based on the principle of Wheatstone bridge. Here we can see in this diagram that the wire AB and the battery is connected E and the key is K. Now we applied a resistance box R and an unknown resistor X, and we have connected this circuit with a galvanometer and a jockey arrangement. Now this is length AJ equals to L centimeter and JB is equals to 100 minus L centimeter. When the galvanometer current is made 0 by adjusting the jockey position of the meter bridge wire for the given values of known and unknown resistances. R upon X is equals to RAJ upon RJB. R upon X can be written as AJ upon JB. R upon X, AJ is equals to L and JB is equals to 100 minus L. since resistance is proportional to length. Therefore, X is equals to R bracket 100 minus L upon L. Potentiometer. Here we can see in this diagram the arrangement of potentiometer. Here V is the potential difference, L is the length in centimeter, J is jockey, and we can see the direction of current through this diagram. Now the basic principle of potentiometer is, if the constant current flows through the potentiometer wire of uniform cross-sectional area and uniform composition of material, then V is equals to IR and I rho L upon A. From this we can write V is equals to K into L, or V is proportional to L. Now V upon L is a constant. The potential difference across any length of a wire of uniform cross section and uniform composition is proportional to its length when a constant current flows through it. Now comparison of EMF using potentiometer. Now the circuit diagram is quite same, but we are using two primary cells, one of EMF E1 and another of EMF E2. The balance point is obtained for the cell when the potential at a point on the potentiometer wire is equal and opposite to the EMF of the cell. E1 will be equal to VAJ1, or we can write it as I rho L1 upon A. E2 will be written as V is equals to E2 is equals to VAJ2 is equals to I rho L2 upon A, or we can divide E1 by E2, that is equals to L1 by L2. Note, the balance point will not be obtained on the potentiometer wire if the fall of potential along the potentiometer wire is less than the EMF of the cell to be measured. The working of the potentiometer is based on null deflection method, so the resistance of the wire becomes infinite. Thus, potentiometer can be regarded as ideal voltmeter. This brings us to the end of the second video on current electricity. In the series of videos on physics, thank you for viewing. Please subscribe, like and share our videos. Press the bell icon to receive notifications on uploads. Thank you.